Ta-da! Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the studio for some more anatomy drawing practice. We did a little extra on our own while we were away. That's what this is. And then on the back, we've got another drawing, which may be mediocre, I don't know, but it was. Starting out, I had a vision about drawing in yellow a skull and then the muscles in red. And then this anatomy book showed the planes of the surface of the face, which I felt ready to do. And I layered them all three on top, and it was so good that we put it on the cover of the book. And this one was the 3/4 version of that. I didn't have all of the muscles in 3/4, so we'll do that again. But we layered all three on top of each other, skull, and then a couple features and muscles, and then again the planes on top. And it basically got us all the way through to, I mean, basically what every single person would look like if they were bald. So that's pretty exciting for anyone who may be wanting to draw portraits, which are kind of the coolest thing to draw, in my opinion. No, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff, but this is almost exactly the same, except for the dimensions. That's kind of where I'm at next, is to draw the actual, you know, eyebrows and hair on top. If I were to add a mustache and a beard and some eyebrows to this, and some hair, I feel like that's pretty much what I would look like. Did I do this with you guys? I think we did this with you last time. Maybe that was on my own or together. Yeah. Anyways, the journey to learning anatomy is long, but it's worth it for the figure drawing part. Uh-oh, I forgot to poke holes in my paper. Anyways, I'll take this time to ask you guys to give me a thumbs up and subscribe for some first opportunities to watch the videos, even though I'm the only one watching them. Just kidding. Just a simple little hole punch, and I use that for my binder, and then that's, yep, because otherwise we were drawing on the paper and then we had to punch holes in our drawings, and we didn't like doing that, so that's how it's going, class. Anyways, yeah, are you guys returning, or have you been here before? I mean, or is this your first time? Because the process of our class, this one at least, is to start out with drawing on the right side of the brain, because as much as I love drawing anatomy, which are basics, we need to go even more basic than those basics. And SparkNotes version, drawing on the right side of the brain, a course in enhancing creativity and artistic confidence by Betty Edwards. If you're reading it, which I do recommend, make sure you get the newest edition, because it's so good that they've been updating it for like 30 years now. So this is the book that taught me to draw, and now it's the book that, well, it taught my teacher, who taught me, who I'm teaching other people, and then you guys can teach your students using the lessons from the book too, because it's just timeless. Pure contour drawing is an exercise in this book that helps you see edges, and edges are the first of the 5 steps in learning how to draw, which are perceptual skills. Perception of edges, perception of spaces is next, then perception of relationships, lights and shadows, and then just all dissolve that put together. And then pure contour drawing is drawing the edges of the wrinkles in your hand while not looking at your paper. I talk about that one. And the other most important one, in my opinion, is the face vase. At least for getting started. Because this book also talks about the different hemispheres of your brain and how the left brain is dominant and linguistic and terrible at drawing. And then the right brain is visual, spatial, very good at drawing. So you need to give the left brain a task that it will turn down, like drawing the wrinkles in your hand. So it's like they're so good. This exercise, we're going to draw the first half silent, and then the second half, we're going to linguistically say, what parts of the face it is. And the book says take 5 minutes, but I'm going to do it as fast as I can. And eventually, I think I'm going to start doing with my left hand, but let's just do it right hand a couple more times. So, 1, 2, 3, go. And then neck, chin, lips, nose, eyebrow, hairline, forehead, finish. Okay. Not terrible. I feel like that might have been a little slow, but it's also much cleaner. My last ones that I wanted to do fast were like I was whipping the pencil around. And then I was also looking at the paper, which got me through. The thing about the exercise is on the second half when we're speaking out loud what we're doing, it's supposed to make the hemispheres fight because you're doing different things at the same time. So once you learn how to feel that, then you learn how to relax and not do that, and then you become more familiar with the actual right hemisphere, which it feels totally different. It's described in sports as flow state. You can get it during yoga, you can get it during running or riding your bike, or honestly, even reading a book. Flow state, honestly, you can get it in drawing. Why don't you give it a try? But yeah, I just like to start class this way because it really shows the students a good place to start. Uh-huh. How far are we? Only 7 minutes in. I feel like we're always like 12 minutes into the video at this point, so we're kind of moving at a good pace and not too bad. I don't know. Alright, sign and date it. JSJ Butterfly 4/24/2021. Eventually, we'll get to the point where our classes are live, but I feel like we need to at least finish the first chapter, which is going to be this, but with all of, my own features. I did have this in the beginning of the book, and I put it in the end of the book. Okay, that's the one that we did yesterday, and I do like the one that we did today better. Yeah, I'm always too lazy to go back into the video and time myself, but mostly they've been like 16 seconds. So, yeah, that's pretty good. What is good anyway? So now I'm just going to move ahead to the anatomy part. This is kind of what we want to do. Maybe not from the side view. I think I want to do the front view just like we did here. Maybe even we can do a better one than this, because if I did that yesterday, then I can probably do a better one today. And yeah, we're going to do the same process. Draw the skull, then draw the muscles, and then the newest thing, yeah, we're going to do the skull first, then we're going to layer on the muscles, and then we're going to do the planes of the face. So isn't that exciting? I'm going to put this book away. Once again, drawing on the right side of the brain. Check it out. I also ordered 3 more books that were recommended by I don't know, some random YouTuber. Eventually, we're gonna do. All right, let's see. Is there even? There's like, yeah. Eventually, I'm gonna make myself. Oh crap! I just hit the control button on my computer by accident, so I've got stuff open. Okay, I fixed it. So yeah, eventually we want to get all of the bones. So far we're about, starting from the top, we're about here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. But no, I'm kidding. We start from the top, and then we will eventually get down there. But after head, we're going to do hands and feet, and then the whole body. Front, back, and side with an entire range of motion, but on top of the bones, we'll put all of the muscles, and then we'll do the rest. Chapter 2 is where we like to start because it's the head. Skull, muscles, topical features. Boom. I tried to make it as bright as I could for this video. I did order a new tripod with a ring light that should hold my phone, which I'm using to record this on. So if I put that there, no, I want to go like, how do I want to go? So what are you guys do when you're not drawing, or are you just drawing all the time? Some people draw all the time. Are you one of those people? I try to draw every day. Drink lots of water. It's good for your health. Okay. Let's get set up a little bit better. The yellow I used yesterday, I didn't like, so I think I wanted to do blue on top, and I wanted to do yellow on the underneath, but the yellow I used just, it was so hard to see what I was doing. I think it was this one. Let's give it a go anyway. Jumping right in. I like to start with like a circle, but that's kind of hard to see with this yellow. So instead what I'm doing is just drawing like an oval shape that kind of matches the skull over here. But it's so hard to see. So what if I were to use this yellow? That's better. I can use this one. That's much better. And then I can color in the skull with the other yellow if I want. Interesting. So now I'm doing multiple colors. I haven't really done that before. But if I used dark and a light yellow, I could also use a dark and a light red and a dark and a light blue. And I think that might be what would get me to a result that I really like at the end. So with that being said, I should do a little more with the light yellow. So we've got like a frontal bone here. I can already tell that it's like shaped wrong. Turning it upside down helps. Okay, so superciliary arch, which is our brow line. And then a little further down is the top of the zygomatic bone, which is our cheekbone, which is also the bottom of the orbit, which is our eye socket. And then I'm going to do a little bit more for the bottom of the zygomatic bone. Let's kind of, I don't know, block that in a little bit. That would put the nasal cavity kind of here. That would be the glabella, and right on top of the glabella would be the procerus. So that's why the bones are really important, because the muscles are right on top of them. They're even practically named the same. So if you learn them all together, they start to go together. You know, if that made any sense. Do 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 do. And can you even? Yeah, you can kind of see what I'm doing. Maybe I don't need to use the other yellow. Maybe I just need to draw darker with this yellow. Which is good with colored pencils, that they don't really interfere with each other. Maybe? I'm not sure. As much. This guy might just have like a rounder face. Do 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 do. I'm gonna just block that in a little bit with the yellow. Yeah, this is, I mean, I don't want to say easy, but considering how many times we've drawn the skull, this is not terrible. As long as I get like the general shape, I'm pretty happy with it. Once again, marking the nasal bone. I'm even shading. I can shade with the yellow, why not? Color that whole thing in, this whole thing in. Would I even want to draw on the teeth really quick? Why not? Just for the exercise. Yeah. That was pretty easy. That was very easy. Quack, quack, quack. Am I satisfied with my skull? I mean, it's good enough for me to move on. Right? What do you guys think? Can you even see it? You can barely see it. Whoa, that's totally off. Yeah, I can see how that was a little bit off. Or a lot off. Okay, that's good enough. So, should I even outline it? Yeah, why not? Maybe just a little bit. If it helps you, it helps me. Why am I starting with the nasal bone? I'm not sure. Vomer bone. If I make it too dark, it might be hard to put stuff on top though. But if I do make it dark and it's in the right spot, then it could look really good. So let's just not stress about it. Quack, 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 quack. The mastoid process out back. I think it's worth it. Because I think if we come out with a really good drawing and then we can make it the new front of the book, and every day that could be like our goal, is to like make a new front of the book. And then we'll have a little ritual of moving the old front of the book and adding it to the rest inside the book. So if that's a fun idea, then just let me know. And don't forget to like and subscribe. and I will be your biggest fan. I'll comment on all your videos. Not really, but I'll do my best to help you grow. Because that's what we're doing here. We're just building a community of artists because we got to look out for each other because the normies are, you know, they're there, whatever. I don't want to go too dark. But I do want to go dark enough. So I was seeing this documentary where artists were talking about what it means to be a great artist and, you know, just advice to new artists. And one of them, maybe I'm making this up, maybe there was someone else talking about it, but they're talking about type C people. Because there's type A, type B, 1, 2, 3, 4. Type A I would consider like firstborn and only born children who need to get everything perfect because all they've been around are their parents who know how to do everything, so they're like, you know, little adults. Type B would probably be middle children and youngest children who are more chill. And type C is like the artist, creative type. C is, I guess, for creative. And I would consider myself a creative type. If we work really hard on making a nice skull, then chances are, I think we can confidently say that everything on top of it would most likely be in the right spot. And the more times I do it, the more times I believe it. Because most of the time I don't even believe it. I love that colored pencils don't smear like my lead pencil did. Alright, so that's basically wrapping this up. What do you guys think? That's a skull, right? That's what I always say, but every time I say it, it gets a little closer to the truth. I don't want to go too dark again, but I'm still kind of learning. Ha 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 ha, drunks, thirsty work. So, we got frontal bone, parietal bone. On the sides is occipital bone. We've got superior temporal line, which is the temple line, superciliary arch, which is the brow line, glabella, and then orbitals, zygomatic bone, and the zygomatic process and zygomatic arch go back here. With the external auditory meatus is the ear hole. I know the temporomandibular joint is right here. This is the maxilla. Upper jawbone, the lower jawbone is the mandible. Ramus, angle of mandible, body of mandible, mental tubercles, and the mental protuberance is the chin, and the mental tubercles are like the two bumps on the chin, as far as I can tell. Mastoid process, nasal cavity, nasal bone, root of the nose is the nason. I think I'm saying that wrong. I'll look it up in the book. Am I missing anything? I just said a lot of things. In the back is the occipital bone and the external occipital protuberance is a little bump that's right there. Oh goodness, should I do... It doesn't really show the bones in the neck from the front, does it? It doesn't. It just shows the muscles. So, I'm flipping around, sorry. Should at least show you where I flip on the book. Going backwards now. We did all the side muscles. We'll do this next time, and then we'll put this on the back. instead of the 3/4 because this has all the muscles on the side. All right, so that's tomorrow's exercise. Will be to do this, but with this method, and then we'll put it in the back of the book. Cool. So the reason why I liked the idea of red, blue, and yellow is because they're primary colors, and I just love the fact that all of the colors essentially come from the primary colors. Now we've got a light red and a dark red. Now, how do I want? I've got to test them out, just like women do with the makeup. This is clearly the lightest, and I think this was the darkest, right? Nope, wrong. Do 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 do. Okay. We've got a light red and a dark red. Now, the only thing that bothers me about this is it's got the person looking down, and I want them looking at us. So we'll flip to the other page. Oops, I almost put that back. Wouldn't it be fun to do a video where I'm drawing with lipstick or something? Because I've got boxes of crappy makeup that was going to get thrown away from a department store because people in my family work in business and stuff, so they get all this crap. But it's like not good makeup. So, oh goodness. I know I've drawn the cartilage of the nose several times, so I'm kind of just gonna wing it. Ah, goodness. Maybe I should start here. Maybe I'll start here. Goodness gracious. Yeah, because the Procerus I think is underneath, so I'm going to start with the Procerus. So there's like these weird, I don't even know what to call them, shapes down here. And then the Procerus is like a fan, and it goes up to just above the bone, the orbital. It's like a little rainbow above your eyes. And let's go like this and like that. And that's a start. It's easier to not have, it's knowing that I don't have to figure out where everything is going to go. Because everything is already in place. Oh goodness, we're already at like 30 minutes. Boop, 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 boop. But I'm like really having fun with this, so I don't really mind. And then it's got like a little nostril. And the other end of the nostril comes all the way out over here. Same thing, all the way out. Make sure you give it a big fat, well not that big of fat, but big and fat. And then it kind of attaches and goes into the nasal bone. Okay. That's like that. And then we've got corrugator supercilii. How do you even say that? It doesn't. I'm not feeling that much distress because everything is kind of got its own little place to be. That's not. Does that match well, everybody? I don't think so. Okay. Maybe just a couple faint lines. The only thing that bothers me about about pencils and stuff is you have to keep sharpening them, and I feel like it's just so much waste. Okay, next I'm gonna add in the frontalis, which is right on your frontal bone. So isn't that easy? Frontal bone, frontalis, you know. But let's actually just cross-reference. Yeah, I mean it goes from the superciliary arch to your hairline. Wah, 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 wah. So they would go down to about here, just underneath where the procerus is. Quack, 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 and it goes to the temple line, the superior temple line, temporal line, sorry, excuse me. I can never get them to be like the way that I want them to be. That's not too bad. Oh goodness, I think it's off by a lot. Where's my midline? Ha 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 ha. Oh well. I'll fix that next time. Seriously, where is my midline? It's like, it should be like this. And then it goes like that. And like this. Do you guys have any favorite muscles? Because let me think. What would I love the Ocularis? No, Orbicularis Oculi. And then I guess the Orbicularis basically means that it's like a round muscle. And then Oculi would be the eye muscle, and oris is mouth muscle. So I wonder how many round muscles we have in the body. Quack, 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 quack. Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed. This side's darker than this side. Oh, swell. What else do we want to do? So the nasalis is triangular here, but it's total. Oh yeah, let's do it this way. I do like it that way. So it is triangular on the three quarter, but over here it's like I don't like the way. Oh, yeah. Anyways, you know what I mean. Not really. I'm trying to be as clear as I can, YouTube. Or Reddit. You know, you guys can be anywhere. I should just say internet from now on. Universe. So now we're moving on to... Should I put the eyeballs in? I mean, I can't really, but the eyeballs... As freaky as this is, would probably look like this. And then it would have these pupils or irises right in the middle. Oh goodness, this is starting to look freaky, but I love it. Trying to be real light here because I don't really know what I'm doing just yet. And let's do... This is going to be so useful on Halloween, everybody. That is so freaky. It looks like the Terminator. And then the eyelids. Should I put the... I'll put the pupil in. Pupil on this side. I mean, that's basically what it looks like. So we've got palap, vertebral portion of the depressors of the orbital. Orbital, oh goodness, Orbicularis Oculi. This is a tongue twister. I'm trying my best. So I guess I'm gonna start by putting an eyelid on this side. And then I'll do the same thing. It's kind of just like a little C-shape rainbow arc with a little thingy on the end. And I'm just going really light because I still don't really know what I'm doing. But I'm kind of feeling it. So there's like an actual like crescent moon on the top eyelid, and then on the bottom eyelid there's like a canoe or something. Just kidding. I'm putting it in lightly now, but I'll probably go in better. So there's depressor supercilii going this way, and it kind of goes. I'm gonna say on top of. I'm gonna put it on top of the corrugator supercilii, because that's what it says to do in the book over here. So whatever. Freaky man. That's probably what all of us would look like with no skin on, though. And then the Orbicularis Oculi goes around and around and in. And then I'm going to copy that. Oh, whoa. Oh, no. What is this? Is supposed to be like here. Ay, ay, ay. I'm changing the Proceris. Oops. I had to do whatever I could, but that was, ugh, goodness. I'm probably off by like not as much as I was in the other days, but I'm like actually taking my time with this one. This might be a long day, everybody. And then there's just like all of these lines. I'm still drawing it really lightly. Oopsies. Maybe I'll go darker in the like important spots though. Because it is coming out pretty good, so I guess it's safe to actually mark it in. It's like, I don't know what's a good game where you put everything in the right spot, like other than, I'm getting like a Twister vibe, but not. So this is what it takes to construct a face, apparently. Goodness. Next, I'm gonna do the Temporalis. Are we just moving our way down the face, or do we want to go from the midline and out? Because I think maybe that's what I want to do. The nasalis goes from these like eye lines down. There's like a little white spot in the middle, and then it teepees out like this. And then the lines go this way. Boop, 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 boop. Nasalis. Ugh, that doesn't look so good. Ugh. That looks a little better. Yay, yay, yay. Do 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 do. Hopefully it looks better with blue on top. And then the Elsan is this one that goes behind it. Like that. And do I want to jump right into the Orbicularis Oculi? Kind of. The lips, I guess, would be right in between the teeth. This person's like kind of smiling. And then like the beginning of the eye is almost where the that goes. The that, haha. Do 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 do. Ha! He's got like a little pucker face. Do 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 do. I think I always make that lip really small when it should be really full. Anyways, moving on. I think I might have had it come out a little too far. And it goes, well, no, that's fine. Because this goes like this, like a big old cookie on top of your mouth or something. I don't know. Make up something fun. Ooh, I can like totally see how this is all connecting now. I'm just going to really quickly connect these in. Because if I do, then everything else should fall into place in between, because what's this called? The levator labii superioris. It's right there. Same thing on the other side. And then in between is the zygomaticus minor. Just like connected on that side and not on the other. So again, connected on one side and not on the other. That one's kind of far away. Whoopsies. I'll bring it in a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna put in the the temporalis as well. Temporalis, temporalis, temporalis. And on the other side, temporalis, temporalis. Do 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 do. Once I'm done, I should wait. I should wait till I'm doing more. Almost done. Kind of goes like this. Like a little bulldog shape, frowny mouth or something. I don't know. Do 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 do. Quack quack quack. starting to kind of remember where they were. Yeah, I can totally see how I messed up in that spot now. And where there's not, like, you know, where they're supposed to be. So on one side we've got, what's this? Depressor anguli oris. And the same thing on the other side. Oh my goodness. Kind of need to fill in the spots that I didn't finish before I forget. Do 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 do. Uh-huh. Okay. Doing good. This is gonna be so worth it when we can draw our face like super easily, but for the time being this is still a little bit of work. Okay, so that goes like that, and that goes like that, which is called the depressor labii inferioris, and then in the little bottom is the mentalis underneath. And then we've got masseter. Oh, I knew that. Masseter on one side, masseter on the other side. And then underneath the masseter is the buccinator. Buccinator or buccinator? It means trumpet. I know that because I read it in the book. And it just kind of zigzags almost. Boop, 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 boop. I wish you could see this a little more clearly. What else is left? Putting in the ears and the neck muscles. So, hold on. We've got this bone, and then like a C shape with there's a lot of C shapes. Yeah, I can see where my bones were off a little bit, but putting the muscles helps put them both in the right spot. May have done that a little too fast. Boop boop doo doo boop boop. Do they even match up? They like don't even match up. Why do I think this one. Oh well. Let me just put in a couple lines around the mouth. I said it was my favorite before, but it's like hardest to draw, so what does that mean? I don't think I like it anymore. Okay, this guy's like way too fat on the side of his face. Not that anything's wrong with being fat, but maybe if I put in some shoulders, it would look more normal. Okay, and then on one side it goes like, I brought that in way too much. Should really go like this. And like this. Do 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 do. And then this comes out like that. bones down there. Okay. That's pretty good. I could go darker, but I don't really care, because now I'm going to do the planes of the face. And honestly, we're just going to do it again like tomorrow, but on the side. So yeah, that was good. We did good, and I pretty much named all of the most. No, I didn't, but I named a lot of them. We'll do better next time. Can't wait to do this. Yep, can't wait to do that. But this is what we're doing today. And then we'll get to that part. After doing a couple times, it shouldn't be that difficult. Okay. Oh, goodness. My desk is messy, so I'm moving stuff around. Excuse me. Alright, we're like almost an hour in. Oops, sorry. But that's how long it took last time, and we did way more talking, and we're going to do more. I think I need to take the chin in a little bit. Oh well. Let's do the planes of the face with this blue pencil. Fun. What's it called? Kingfisher blue. That's like my favorite one. Where do I like to start? I guess right between the eyes. I like to do the glabella shape. Maybe I'm going too dark to start. Oh well, let's just go for it. I'm kind of gonna rush. I'm gonna test myself at this point. Do 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 do. It shouldn't be that hard because I'm just doing like straight lines. Quack 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 quack, and then the bottom of the nose is like there, and then this is like a little downward shape. Why do I start with the nose? It's in the middle of the face, and the brow line is also an easy shape. The temple. Do. I always make him, yeah, this guy's, I can already tell. Gonna have to come out a little further. Do 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 do. Oops, oops, oops. Alright, moving on. I feel like if I just take my time, generally it'll turn out fine. Hmm. 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 And then the eyelids kind of go, goodness, this is the scary spot for me. I see like an up. There's a little thing, let's put that in. Boop, boop, boop. Boo, doo, 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 doo. That wasn't so hard. I feel like if I do it a couple more times, it won't be scary. But it's still a little scary. Do 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 do. Quack quack quack, and then it goes out and up. And then we've got just goes out and like around. I'll have to darken it up in a second, but let's continue. Do, 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 do. I think I might have just had the eyes better the first time. But I wanted to be following the planes and not my drawing. Oh, goodness. Oh, wow. The cheekbones are like all the way up here. They're all the way up here. Anyways, I can probably fix that with my shadow in a second. Do 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 do. There's like one of these things. Looks like my lips are off by like a little bit too. This feels a lot like the upside down drawing where, you know, if you just keep going, um, you'll finish. Because there's a finite amount of shapes, so it's not like all of a sudden, well, what am I trying to say? It's not like you're going to keep going on and forever and not finish. I think that's why I used to be afraid to draw things like trees and stuff, because there was just so many details that I just didn't know where to start or end or anything. Alright, and then the temple line goes like this and like that. Same thing on this side. Oh goodness. There's like if the side of the head is here, which is where I've drawn it, then that means the ears will have to be like out here. So let's just put those in there now. Do 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 do. Sorry, mister. He's just gonna have a funky face. But we tried. It doesn't have to be perfect every single time, everybody. As long as you tried. Ear goes like to the nose. Like the bottom of the nose to the eyebrow-ish. Oops, and I kind of fucked it up too again. Oh, goodness. That's basically the planes of the face again. Otherwise, we can finish up on the bottom. Well, that was fun. We can finish up with a couple more details, I guess. Like we can draw on the eyes and the nose. Just because we're already here. Oh, and I didn't shade in I gotta put in the shadows. So let's see, where would we go with this? These all have shadow. These all have shadow. And this has shadow. This has shadow. And, oh, I missed. Missed a whole lot over there. Almost done, almost done, almost done. Sorry. Oops, damn. I messed it up, so I have to compensate. It's covering up all the nice muscles that we had drawn in. All the nice everything, really. And do, 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 do. But we're just practicing so that we can draw ourselves really well. What do I want to say about this drawing? We definitely messed up the cheekbone. Oops, oh well. Anything that should be darker? Something should be way darker. Do 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 do. So that was a fun little exercise, wouldn't you say? There's definitely some lines that I can fix up. But yeah, I mean, we're practicing the planes of the face, and in order to do that, we gotta draw the bones and the muscles, because otherwise we'll probably lose those skills pretty fast, honestly. Who knows? Maybe not. Is it better than the one that I did yesterday? Let's compare. I'm not sure which one I like better, actually. Oh, I did way much more yellow than I did here. So, which one's better? I don't know, honestly. I'm not like... I just went harder with the colored pencils because I didn't really know what I was doing. So, yeah, I mean, let's do it. Let's sign and date it. JSJ. Do 4/24/2021. But that's what we're doing. We're practicing this. The skull, then all the muscles, then the planes of the face. And I guess we can practice the actual proportions because we're kind of up to that now and we're starting to be dissatisfied with the accuracy of our drawing. This is like way too round for a face. Or maybe, yeah, he's like an alien. He's got the biggest top of the head. Yeah, something, it just seems off. I gotta practice. They're not bad. For this one, I just went way lighter for the first two, and then I went better with the blue on top. So I think that's what I'm going to remember for tomorrow, is to not have all of these different dark yellow, light yellow. Just, you know, start easier. It might have taken me less time to do it though, because I didn't time this one. Guac guac guac. I'm gonna just do a little switcheroony over here. Do. Yeah, I'll switch this one. I'll leave that there, and then tomorrow we're gonna do a profile instead of the 3/4. Even though I do like that one. Putting this in with the rest of my book. We are an hour into class. 9:30. Oh my goodness, it's so late. I need to go to bed and then start it all over tomorrow. We're going to work tomorrow early. I'm going to go to town eating food after this, and I have to walk my dog. But yeah, that's what we did today. It's like a really weird face. Sorry, I know you guys are like stuck in the corner. Let's just finish this video. Sorry. Time to draw the model. Ta-da. Let's make myself a little bigger. And jump right in because we're already over time. So this is extra credit for you guys. I'm just going to do a page of gesture drawings of drawing, I don't know, the biggest shapes. First is 10 seconds. I'm going to do another one now. I'm gonna start getting charcoal for my gestures so you guys can see it better, because doing gestures with a mechanical pencil feels kind of dumb. Last one. I forgot to talk, sorry. Talk, talk, talk. Just kidding. Alright, that's enough gestures for me. I just wanna... Oh no, I think I ran out of paper. I'm glad we got some drawing practice in today. That's always important. So I'm just gonna do my thing. Making sure I get some dimensions in. I'm gonna go for my hair shape a little bit. Got a little... I want to get like the basic shape of my body in. Here's my hair down here. That's where my neck comes out. Let's see. My face, my hair. Okay. Frontal bone. Temple line. I'm exhausted. I'm just gonna start drawing and see what happens. It's probably a bad idea though. But I don't know. Maybe we'll get something good out of it. Who knows? Today's been a long day. I'm not making excuses, I am. I don't like the way this is coming out, but I always start out saying that, so let's see where it goes. I feel like if I draw exactly what I see, it comes out like bad. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm... let's just keep working on it though. That's a temple line. That's the brow line. Oy, I was holding the table so hard my hand hurts. I feel like I'm grinning in real life, but on the page I'm like scowling. Also, it's funny because even on the days that you don't like your work, when you look back on them, even if it's not good, like sometimes you just really like it. Even if it's just funny because it's bad, that's still got value. Not be afraid to make some dark lines, especially after you're done constructing the image. Oh goodness, I've messed this up beyond repair. So much for practicing the planes and doing all the anatomy. It all just goes out the window once you're drawing, apparently. Alright, so all of this behind my face is dark. It's my hair, my shoulder. If this is my hair, I want to get like the outline first. Then I'm going to fill in like the whole thing. How far back does it go? Oops, that went back way too far. There are some Renaissance artists who draw hair so well, and in this figure drawing book I got, it's supposed to like really help you. So once those come in the mail, we can start practicing those and get some new material instead of using this literally the same four pages in my anatomy book for the last like month and a half. So I can't wait for that. See, like this just looks like scribbles. So that doesn't look like it is a headband at all. Lesson learned. Do not scribble like a jackass. All of this is in shadow. I can clearly see that. Alright. That pretty much does it. There's like some hairs that are just kind of going out. Oops, I did it way too far. I forgot where my face was. I made that way too big. I've got big cartoon eyes now. And that pretty much, you know, is the end of the road for me. I'm like kind of exhausted. Let's put in the chair or couch or whatever it is, and we've got the ukulele back here and going up and going down, and another thing going down. Do 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 do. Oh, this is fun. All of this crap over here. Hourglass. Junk, picture frame, picture frame, picture frame. Another door. Wow, there's a lot of junk in here. Do 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 do. That's it for me. We did another drawing. It is a drawing. We're gonna keep practicing until we really get it. And maybe earlier in the morning when I'm fresher, because being fresh is like very, oh my goodness, I'm not even. I mean, I can see a little, I can see the drawing emerging. Yeah, I wish I had done this earlier in the day. Do 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 do. Oh well, we'll get it. We'll get to it. It's just important to keep practicing, everybody, and not be perfect. Not worry about being perfect every day. 4/24/2021. And how long was that? That was like 15 minutes. Yeah, that was like a 15-minute drawing after drawing for an hour. So I think if I had spent like 30 minutes, if I had taken my time and went twice as long, I think this would have been much better. JSJ. But, it's like when you're running, you're practicing for a marathon or something, or I don't know. Ugh. You'll have good days and bad days. So you'll have days where you can run a mile and it'll feel easy, and you're just like, oh my God, this is the best thing. I should be so healthy and do this every day. And then you'll have days where you just like are drudging along, and it's the same distance. It's only a mile. Um, but the more that you do it, the easier it is to do. So that's what we want. We want to have like there will be days where the more you run, the more it'll be like not a psychological battle the whole time. So maybe I'm probably gonna run in the morning a little bit. I guess that's what I'm saying to myself. As a health leader of the community, almost. Once I get my certificate, I can say that for real, but I'm working on it. Thanks, Cornell. They're like, my city needs people to stand up and actually help out because they've found out that, like, you know, people don't read books and people don't believe in science and there's all this stuff. So we're living in the new world and we're kind of stuck with our old shit. So out with the old. No, I'm kidding. Some old things are good. I'm just rambling because it's late and I want to end this. So thanks everybody for coming to my TED Talk. No, I'm kidding. This was the self-portrait, and that's what all of the work was for today. That's why we do all the anatomy and everything, our gesture drawings. And this was the anatomy. We did the drawing of the skull, which actually came out really good, and then we put the muscles on top, which kind of messed it up, and then we put the planes on top, which I think messed it up even more. So it's kind of like a game of telephone, where you need to get to the next level and keep it as accurate as possible. So I need to have a better Verizon service or something. I don't know. I have a really crappy telephone if I'm not commuting the message, if I am doing as bad as this. So that was fun. Thanks for coming to class, and we're going to do this all again tomorrow, and I feel like the more we practice, the sooner we can just do like a live stream video class, which probably would be the best way to do this, because who wants to watch an old video? We only want new content. So I know that all of this is crap video, but this is really almost like a documentary, and watching someone go from not knowing how to draw to knowing how to draw. Because everyone, they see an artist and they just expect, like, oh, they were probably born with that talent. I could never learn how to draw. And as an art teacher, this is what we did yesterday. So, yesterday's was better in some ways. I see. I did put in the shadows in the back, and I didn't do that over here. So there's that, and the headband is round and it's square over here, so that's dumb. And there are some ways that this is better, and there are some ways that this is better. But I feel like if we consistently get better, you know, we just gotta keep going. Time to walk the dog and drink lots of water and get a good night's sleep. I can't wait to see you guys in the morning. I'm gonna do this bright and early. Yeah. Put this in here with my portraits, and then we've got the gestures right over here. Oh my goodness. I guess it's this one. Okay, so then, oh well. No, 24 is after 23. So, hour and 21. I guess this is still a shorter class than yesterday. Guac, guac, guac. Yep, I can't wait for... Which one's better, this one or this one? Again, not much difference, but the fact that we did it is the most important part, because that's the most important part, is that we did it. I mean, if you want to build muscle, you can't just do 40 push-ups in one day and expect to get muscle. You have to get the habit of doing like 20 push-ups like every single day though, and that would get you much further. So, yeah. That's it. It's Saturday night. I don't know what you guys do on Saturday nights, but this is what I do on Saturday nights and Sunday mornings. So I can't wait to see you then. Drop a comment about, I don't know, something stupid. Tell me something about yourself. Okay, thanks. Practice strong every day and wash your hands because it's still COVID. Bye.